Maybank or Malayan Banking Berhad is a Malaysia universal bank. Maybank is Malaysia's largest bank. Maybank was founded in 1916 on May 31st. Go Take What, a Malaysian successful businessman, created Maybank. Dato' Abdul Farid alias Maybank's Deputy President and Head of Global Banking was named President and CEO of Maybank Group on August 2, 2013. Furthermore, in 1962, it was the largest listed firm by market capitalization on the Bursa Malaysia. Maybank is also one of Southeast Asia's largest bank with total asset exceeds $203 billion and a net profit of $1.98 billion in 2019. Maybank is a holding company that provides investment and commercial banking as well as financial services. It operates in the following business segments such as community financial services, global wholesale banking, insurance, takaful and asset management, and international banking. Maybank also provides a full range of commercial, corporate, and private banking services. Maybank have over 450 branch locations and over 2,500 ATM machines in Malaysia.
Before we enter into key subsidiaries offered by Maybank, I will briefly explain about key subsidiaries. Key subsidiaries is a system that a company is owned and controlled by another company. Owning company is called parent or holding company. First key subsidiaries offered by Maybank are Maybank Islamic, where the group adopts an Islamic first approach where they offer Sharia compliance product and services to their customer as a standard product. Subsequently, in terms of insurance and takaful, they have Ethical Group where they are offering a full range of life and general, family, and general takaful insurance policies and plans across various countries. In terms of investment banking, it comprises two groups of companies, namely Maybank Investment Bank Berhad MIBB and Maybank Kim Eng Holdings Limited MKEH. Lastly, they have MAMG that offers various of conventional and Islamic investment solutions and manages portfolio with averaging over 20 years of individual investment experience and expertise in Asian market under Maybank Asset Management Group.
Hi, my name is Siti Aishah Binti Hashim. I'm going to continue with the next presentation. And the topic is, do Maybank have international operation? So the answer is yes, Maybank have international operation other than Malaysia. And they have operate at 14 countries. So the 14 countries are Singapore, Philippines, Indonesia, Cambodia, Hong Kong, Vietnam, Laos, Myanmar, Brunei, China, UK, Dubai, Pakistan, and USA.
There are many developments seen in 2019 until 2020, but today I only highlight a few, starting with the bank of choice, where in 2019, Maybank launched their first e-wallet with financial capabilities named MAE. Next, Maybank mobile app called Maybank to You now can be widely used in various countries. Other than that, Maybank launched Maybank to You live chat to help their customers indeed 24 hours and 7 days a week. Lastly, Ethical Group launched Ethical Smile app where their customer can directly access to their policies through their smartphone.
Next, I will talk about how Maybank contribute to the development of its community surrounding. So, to contribute to their community surrounding, Maybank have created Cahaya Kasih, which is the volunteerism program that has been made to encourage their employees to come together as an agent in making a positive and long-lasting impact to their community they serve. So, Cahaya Kasih has launched at 2006 until now, and Cahaya Kasih is the major regional volunteerism program in Maybank Foundation. So, under Cahaya Kasih program, they had made many other events such as Run for Life and Community Garden Project. Run for Life event is an event where they provided network support for parents and guardian of child with Down syndrome. By this event, they managed to collect RM 20,410 ringgit, and this fund is fully utilized to buy necessities for the children such as a table, chair, food, or build the emergency showcase at their home, installation of aircon, and so on. Next is Community Garden Project. This project or this program has been conducted by Maybank employee and the community nearby. And this project purpose is to beautification of AU2 Taman Keramat Riverbank. As we know, water or river is one of our important things in life. So Maybank take this initiative to clean out the water and river, and this project aims to improve the water quality and to reduce the pollution.
My name is Nadhira Binti Nahar, and I'll be continuing the presentation on this slide. Move on to the next slide is Camel Framework. It consists 5 calculations, which is C. Capital adequacy ratio, A. Asset quality, M. Management efficiency, E. Earning performance, and L. Liquidity position. The capital adequacy ratio is a measurement of a bank's available capital expressed as a percentage of a bank risk-weight credit exposure. The capital adequacy ratio, also known as capital to risk-weight asset ratio, is used to protect depositor and promote the stability and efficiency of financial system around the world. As we can see here, Maybank CET1 capital ratio for 2019 is 2.3% and for 2020 is 2.6%. Next is Taiwan capital ratio for Maybank in the 2019 is 2.4% and 2020 is 2.7%. Lastly is total capital ratio for 2019. Maybank reached 2.9% and for 2020 it increased to 3.1%.
For NPL conclusion show that in 2019, the NPL ratio is higher at 2.20% compared to 2020, which only 1.76%. This proves that in 2019, the debt rate that cannot be collected by Maybank is higher than 2020. This is also affect the quality of asset and performance of the company. For LDR conclusion show that LDR in 2019 and 2020 is lower than 1. That means Maybank rely to use on deposit to make loans to their customer without use any outside borrowing. The result is Maybank may not be earning as much as it could be because of the lower ratio that the company got.
Next, I will continue with management efficiency, which is management competency ratio. The formula that I will use is operating expenses divided by the total asset, and to get the amount for the operating expenses, I will use another formula, which is operating revenue minus the operating income. For 2019, operating revenue was 52,867,731 minus by the operating income, which is 32,112,198 divided by the total asset 834.4. So the operating expenses was 207,555.33 divided by 834.4. The answer is 249.35. For 2020, operating revenue was 51,030,965 minus by the operating income 33,984,029 divided by the total asset 856.9. So the operation expenses was 170,469.36 divided by the total asset. The answer is 198.94. Based on the answer, it showed that the ratio in 2020 is more better than the ratio in 2019 because the ratio in 2020 is more lower, and it's mean that Maybank can provide a service at their bank more efficiently and consistently compared to 2019.
Earning performance are ROA that reveal the bank's performance is not up to par, ROE to show the degree of financial leverage, and spread to show the differences between interest margin.
Next is liquidity ratio. The formula used is loan divided to total asset. So for 2019, the loan was made by Maybank is 413,394.15 divide the total asset 834.4. The answer is 495.44. And for 2020, the loan made by Maybank was 380,972.25 divide the total asset 856.9. So the answer is 444.6. So from the answer stated, we can know that the liquidity ratio in 2020 is more liquid compared to 2019 because the loan to total asset in 2020 is more lower than 2019.
Next, award that Maybank achieved in 2019 and 2020. In 2019, Maybank won its category HR Recruitment Award in Malaysia. Human Resources create the Asia Recruitment Awards in Singapore, Malaysia and Hong Kong to recognize measurable achievement in innovative recruitment strategy. As every year, the jury is composed of respected and experienced HR leaders from organizations who are passionate about human capital excellence. The winner were announced in 22 categories, and Maybank crowned the converted grand winner for the internal HR team. Among the awards received by Maybank are: first, Best Candidate Experience in-house HR team in categories Maybank Great Eastern Life Assurance RHB Bank. Second, Best Graduate Recruitment Program in categories Maybank DRB Highcom DHL Information Services. And third, Asia Recruitment Grand Winner 2019 in-house HR team. Maybank was being the best HR team for 5th consecutive year. Meanwhile, in 2020, Maybank won award in categories the Global Retail Banking Innovation Award. The goal of the Global Retail Banking Innovation Award is to identify and benchmark financial institutions that are innovating products and services, reinventing customer journeys, and implementing technological advancement, all while keeping customer needs and satisfaction at the forefront of their strategy. The submission demonstrates that in a short time period, the mandate of financial institutions transformed dramatically, making it critical to understand, recognize, and offer excellent client service and experience through creative business model. This is the among awards received by Maybank. First, Best Internet Banking Initiative under Maybank Shopee Credit Card. Second, Best Digital Payment Initiative under MAE Wallet. Third, Best Retail Banking in Malaysia. And lastly, Best Digital Banking in Malaysia too.
Risks faced by Maybank and how they manage them. First is credit risk. It's the risk of losing principal or income arising from the failure of an obligor or counterparty to perform their contractual obligation in accordance with agreed terms. Maybank managed this risk by creating credit risk management to keep credit risk in an acceptable level within the bank's risk tolerance. Next, we have market risk. It's the risk of fluctuation in the value of the position or portfolios resulting from market changes in market rates, market prices, and other market factors. Maybank IB's exposure to market risk arises primarily from landed position from equity and debt underwriting, business issuing structure, warrants, structure product and trading activity. Market risk managed policies cover key risk management activities such as market risk identification, measurement, monitoring control, and reporting of the market risk exposure, which are benchmarked against industry best practice and regulatory requirement. The principles mentioned under the policies are intended for trading and non-trading activities. Last but not least is operational market risk. It's the risk of loss caused by insufficient or failed internal processes, people, system, or external event. It is inherent to every business, organization, and covers a wide spectrum of issues. Maybank designed the operational risk management to reduce unexpected and catastrophic losses while also managing expected losses. This enables new business opportunities to be pursued in a risk-conscious and controlled manner. We move on to the next slide. Maybank responding to the pandemic COVID-19 impact. First, Malayan Banking Berhad Maybank is providing financial relief to its customers affected by the ongoing COVID-19 outbreak, including restructuring and rescheduling of financing. This includes moratorium on loan repayment for up to 6 months. Next, in support of its COVID-19 strategy preparedness and response plan, Maybank announced an immediate cash contribution of 4 million ringgit Malaysia to be channeled to Mercy Malaysia COVID-19 Pandemic Fund. This helped ensure aid is speedily provided to alleviate the impact to the severely burdened healthcare system and reduce the humanitarian challenge faced by frontlines and volunteers working tirelessly to contain the further widespread of the virus. The third one is through Maybank Islamic Immediate Assistance Program. It aims to ease and alleviate the burden faced by the low-income group B40 by channeling 1 million ringgit Malaysia through Maybank's electronic wallet MAEI to eligible individuals nationwide whose livelihood have been affected by the pandemic. Through MAEI, the bank aims to encourage cashless and contactless spending or transaction as well as to prevent the further spreading of COVID-19 virus infection. Last but not least, Maybank upgrade its information technology IT infrastructure in response to increased online transaction volume and cyber attack attempts in order to reduce the responsibility of IT system and resources constraint as well as data breaches.